What motivates me is I'm refusing to grow old. I'm refusing to be one of them guys who's going to go, I used to be in this shape, or I could have been this, I could have been that. I want to be at the age when I'm about 40, 50, where I can still compete with my kids, pushing them to the limits. And I want them to be like, that's my dad. That's why I train. From a mindset point of view, how I keep myself motivated is looking at my kids. I see how they can lift correctly. Like my son will get down, he'll squat, he'll bend his legs straight back. I don't want to be one of them lazy people who pulls his back, picking something up, lifting improperly or incorrectly. I want to be able to be a shining example of how everything is done properly. I want to compete. I've got a very competitive mindset. So that's basically it. I don't want to be one of them, like I said, one of them guys, I was this, I was that, when I was your age. I want to be like, look at me, and I'm 50. How I keep myself one step ahead is I'm always comparing myself to myself. I'll always look at myself. I do keep a journal. I keep a fitness journal, a fitness diary, and I'll always compare pictures and compare notes to how I feel now. So if, let's say, last month's entry and then last year's entry, I expect last month's entry to be better than last year's. If not, doing something wrong. So my competition is myself, even though competing against everyone else. That's how I stay ahead of the game. The role self-belief plays in my success is, if I don't believe in myself, who will? So I need to be an example for them to follow. And I believe in me, and I want everyone else to believe in me. So if I don't believe in myself, how can I expect you or my son or my daughter to believe in me when I don't believe in myself? If anyone's struggling with self-belief, my tips would be to look in the mirror, realize you're a human being, and talk to yourself. Give yourself the motivation. If you're not getting it from an outside source, give it to yourself. Speak to yourself. Recognize that you might need that push, so give it to yourself. Tell yourself, cool runnings, I see pride, I see power, I see a badass mother. It's true. Little tips like that will help you a long way, and it's in plain sight. So I would advise everyone to go speak to themselves in the mirror. It might make you think it's crazy at first, or might seem a bit silly, but it will work. I would just advise to be persistent, and consistency is the key. From a brand perspective, Gym God means to me, it's in the name. Gym God. Gods don't live on earth. I would advise you to push for the higher plane, reach God level. Mindset, strong outcomes. I'm not a king. King's a human. I'm a God. That's what Gym God means to me.